is already Friday, a little late here, but 3 days at the NFLPA Rookie Premiere. How's that been going for you so far?
Really good. Seen a lot of familiar faces from throughout the time I was at my combine, and talking to a lot of the NFLPA staff and members and guys that have been in the NFL, and gotten a lot of great advice from them and a lot of guidance. So it's been a great experience.
What's been like the best advice that you've gotten here so far?
I think just more so on time management and the things that got you up until this point. Don't change anything. Just continue to be consistent and be a team guy.
And Q, me working for Sports Illustrated, I got to ask you,
Yeah.
you have the cover of with the Ohio State National Championship
Yeah.
special issue with your, you're on the cover.
Right, that's special.
Yeah.
I have to get me a copy.
You don't have one yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
But my mom does, but I don't. Where I get to see it a lot. But when I first seen it, it was surreal. Sports Illustrated is a big deal, and especially where I come from, a lot of people don't, have that achievement or something that they can talk about. And just for not so only myself, but for my family, be super proud of me and make that an accomplishment. I'm blessed.
I'm assuming you're okay with the photo of the stiff arm.
Yeah, it was a really good
on
photo.
on the Golden
like
Dome.
Shout out to the cameraman. It's really good.
And that was a great game for you. 3 touchdowns. It says it on the cover too. So 3 touchdowns and I think over 100 yards rushing. So
Yeah, over
good game
100.
for you.
Yeah, great day.
Yeah, and then going from the Natty and winning at Ohio State to Cleveland with the Browns. How's that been for you?
Really good. Everything went by really fast throughout the whole process. You just meet so many people. And before I got to Cleveland, going on visits, formal meetings, different things of that nature. But, when I finally touched down in Cleveland, I didn't have any stress or any different feeling because I already felt like I was at home. Didn't have to drive or fly anywhere super far. Drove like 2 hours, and I was back home in Cleveland. So I was excited to get to work and see all the staff again, and see my teammates and people I look forward to making a lot of accomplishment with.
You mentioned your upbringing and your family. Where's home for you? Home.
I'm from Alabama.
Alabama.
Originally, yeah, I'm from Montgomery, Alabama.
Okay.
And I went to high school in Pike Road, so based out of Alabama. Yeah.
Does Ohio kind of feel like home in a second?
No, it does not. I'm not going to lie to you. Alabama is really hot. It's humid. It's a lot of trees. It's not really too much to do. And I'll say my time in Columbus was quite the opposite because it's a lot of, like, my family come in town for games, different stuff we can do. We can go travel. They have like cabins out there, different things downtown as far as amusement for families. And then I'll say it's just really cold there too, like the weather, snowing. When I was in Ohio, it was the first time I learned how to plow the snow off my car and on my driveway. So it's definitely a different experience for me, but I adjusted to it, and it's normal for me now. So I'm excited.
So you got a bunch of jackets now. You're used to being
A lot
in
of
Ohio.
jackets.
Yeah.
I think when I first went to Ohio State, I only had 2 jackets in my whole closet, and now my closet is full of jackets. My mom's like, "Bro, you keep buying all these jackets. It's summertime," and I gotta change the way I dress. I don't know. I got so many coats and stuff. It's ridiculous.
But you embrace it, and it seems like Ohio's been good to you.
Oh yeah.
But I was going to ask you, Q. I noticed you played 17 games. The longest season in college football, pretty much. And,
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to help you in the NFL playing already 17 games?
Oh, definitely. I felt like for myself, when I look back at my body and after the season, how I took care of myself, how I managed my schedule and my routine for every single day throughout the season. When you do play 17 games in college, that's not normal for how college used to be, but like I say, it's normal for the NFL. You're playing 17 games a season. So it got me in my body adjusted, like, okay, like I know how this feels, and for me to not have any nicks or any injuries or anything like that, and be able to, come into rookie minicamp healthy, no injuries or anything like that. So it helped me, as far as knowing how to take care of my body once it gets to that back end of the season and how to manage, the small things and, be on routine.
I got to ask you because I was looking at your playoff path. You beat Tennessee, you beat Oregon,
Yeah.
Dillon Sampson, and Dillon Gabriel. Your teammates, did you ever kind of give them crap about those wins there?
Yeah, all the time. And I try not to be too harsh, but I mean, sometimes Dillon will bring up how they beat us the first time, and I just do this to him, and he'll shut up. But I think other than that, though, even Mason Graham, a lot of us, we have like a little team chemistry, but also at the same time, like it's a little animosity because we just played each other not too long ago, and we laugh about, the moments and certain particular points in these games that we played against each other, and just really how we are part of each other's journey and where we ended up now. So it's pretty special.
It seemed like you guys really hit it off for rookie minicamp, and
Yeah.
there was a bunch of cameras there because of
Yeah.
Shadur Sanders, and you got to see a little bit of everything. But was that kind of the takeaway? A lot of good camaraderie.
And as a whole, we had a great draft class. So I think everybody brought attention to, the talent that we have as everybody in this draft class, the talent, the work ethic, really everybody that just came in with that mentality ready to work. And, I feel like for myself as a competitor, as a player, that was one of my goals, when I come to be a Cleveland Brown, I'm coming to, change the organization, come and contribute, do the best I can. I know what it takes to win, so I'm going to bring that mentality here to Cleveland and do the same thing.
Is that what the team told you? Hey, we like the way you produce in college, but also won a national championship, and you want that to bring that over.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't want to say, bring that over, but they love me as a player, as a person as well, what I stand for. Obviously, the things on tape, everything athletically, but aside from that, how I can help them win. And, that's what I bring.
How did you, I guess, take in all the pre-draft process? People have an opinion for everything. There's criticism, there's praise, there's nitpicking for everything. And I think for you, I always heard like physical runner. Bruising running back, could close the game in the fourth quarter. Do you like the confidence, or you're thinking, hey, I could do pretty much everything else, or I could catch out of the backfield, I could be a pass blocker. I guess how do you kind of take that?
Man, it's really just because those comments come from people who don't really have they're not credited, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, at the same time, I really don't listen to the good or the bad. That's just how I was raised. It's just part of my upbringing, I just dialed in, focused as an athlete. But, the people that know me, that recruited me, I've had a lot of accomplishments in freshman of the year, SEC, everything. So you turn on the tape, it shows. I do everything as a player, complete running back, every down running back, catch, block, run 80 yards, 90 yards, whatever you want me to do, I'll do it. And I'm just excited to, do it on the next level.
I'm just curious, have you challenged your rookie teammates like Mason or Carson, like, hey, I'm gonna run through that hole in practice, and I'll beat you there.
So far, I think the only type of friendly competition I've had with anybody yet has been with Carson, our new linebacker we got, and we'll be talking in the room, and I was like, I asked him something, I can't remember. I think it was like, I don't know why you ran up behind me like that. Like, you know what I would have did? He was like, no, you know what I would have did. And we just started laughing about that. But I think aside from that, I think on like the second day of minicamp, me and one of the corners, we kind of start chirping a little bit too. I just me as a competitor, man. But aside from that, everything has been great. Getting to know my guys and my teammates, and being around those guys in the locker room, I think it's important, and building that team chemistry.
And Q, you being competitive, is there anything else besides football that you're very competitive about?
Everything.
And
I
it could be
think
anything.
it doesn't matter, bro. Like basketball, we can play golf. It don't matter. I'm trying to win. So
Video games or card games or anything?
whatever you want to play at, I'm gonna win. That's my mindset, my goal.
Then I probably know your answer for this question. A little random question, but there's a whole topic about playing flag football in the Olympics and having NFL players be part of it.
Yeah.
Would you want to be part of that and be competitive and win a gold medal?
Football for me, I view it as a gladiator sport. Something that I've always done, playing this style my whole life. So I think as far as transforming to the flag football, I think it's good. I see women have started. They started like, I think, a flag football league for the Olympics or something like that. I'm excited about that. I feel like that's good, to see women transitioning to their own fields. And, I see a lot of women that play football, and for them to actually have their own, careers and set their own brand up, I think that's pretty special.
That's the first answer I've gotten in terms of that kind of point of view. People just say, yeah, I want to play in the Olympics and I want to win that gold medal. But like you said, it's a different game.
It's a different game, man. Football is a very physical sport. It's demanding on the body. It's demanding on, on players mentally. You just have to be dialed in, prepare the right way, and, be surrounded by great people.